morning. All right. Let's get started.
Today's first experiment will help solve a mystery. Was T-Rex a predator or a scavenger?
T-Rex was one of the last surviving dinosaurs and one of the biggest meat-eating dinosaurs ever known within the dinosaur world. And the question of whether or not it was a scavenger, so feeding on previously dead carcasses, or a active predator is a major question. The whole ecosystem, the lifestyle of what it was doing at the time and how it fit into the rest of the animal and plant population rests on some of these fundamental questions, many of which are not testable with just fossils.
Scavengers need powerful teeth and jaws to crush and eat bones. However, the fine, sharp teeth of meat-eating predators would shatter on bone. Dino Lab has created an experiment to safely test T-Rex's teeth. If it will cooperate.
Full power in the fences.
High-voltage shocks are designed to stop aggression, like a stun gun.
Are we getting all his vitals?
But there can be lethal side effects.
What do you see?
Nothing. Are you okay?
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
T-Rex is back in action. Dino Lab team is now ready to see if T-Rex had the bone-chomping power of a scavenger.
This is a Komodo dragon skull.
Marie-Josée Limoges is the chief veterinarian at the Granby Zoo. Her patients include elephants, lions, and polar bears.
The skull of reptiles and birds differs from that of mammals in that they're much more mobile. I don't know if you see that in dinosaurs.
The skull on T-Rex is massive. Most other carnivorous dinosaurs have very slender, bird-like skulls, are very thin and pointed, and the bones are very, very thin, almost paper thin in places. But when we get to T-Rex, this is an upper jaw right there.
That's huge.
So the size of it, all this bone is here
Very
just
solid.
It's raw, it's solid bone just to support these massive teeth.
Right. Well, we do see that in some carnivores, mammals. The Tasmanian devil, for one, has a very dense, thick bone structure like
Really?
that. Yeah.
Is it a scavenger or?
It is a scavenger.
The pressure sensor is carefully calibrated by scientists while the animal handlers prepare the bait.
Hook up the sensor.
The sensor, now wrapped in meat, will measure the maximum jaw force T-Rex could generate with its crushing teeth, massive jaw, and powerful musculature.
Lower away.
We can look at bite force by looking at its biomechanics of the entire skull. And this requires looking at all the different joints in the skull, all the different bones, all the different muscle reconstructions, and see if we can come up with an idea of what the skull was doing in life.
See how hard this guy can bite. Lift the bait. Let's see if it bites harder.
The sensor is not reading the power range required for a scavenger. T-Rex is now biting into the bait with its full strength. The sensor is starting to overload.
Drop it now!
T-Rex has proved it has the muscle power and bite required for scavenging on massive bones.
These guys would have no problem picking up a polar bear.
The polar bear weighs as much as 1,500 pounds, an easy prey for T-Rex.
Just picking it up and even giving it a small toss in the air.
T-Rex flies into a rage, furious that there is no tasty marrow at the heart of the sensor.
Somebody's gonna have to go in there and retrieve the sensor.
Dave, get in there and get the sensor.
What? Are you serious? Okay. Just keep him busy.
Dave's colleagues have been testing his courage. Now they know he can be trusted in the face of any danger.
Okay.
Okay, folks, let's clean up this mess and we'll set up for the sauropod experiments.
The biomechanics of T-Rex's very powerful jaw and colossal neck muscles would make it the perfect scavenger. The body of a young T-Rex is a total contrast, almost a different animal.
Give that to me.
The juveniles seem to be very fast-footed, slender-skulled, slender teeth, very delicate, but very highly predatory-looking animals. But when we get to the full adults, where they get these big bulldog faces, massive skulls, massive necks, and really massive teeth, we can make a good case that the younger adolescent T-Rexes were more predatory, and that the older, more mature T-Rexes were transforming or tending into a more scavenging mode of life. Is there any comparable animal like this today?
Well, actually, yes, the lion is a very good comparison, because in the lion pride, the females and the younger animals, which are comparatively smaller and lighter and faster, they're the ones who hunt. And the big male lions come in after the hunt is over, and basically they eat the killed animals, so they're being scavengers in a sense.
The fleet-footed young T-Rex was a predator, and the massive muscular adult was more of a scavenger. Dino Lab's experiments have finally resolved the conflicting